So we are on chapter 12. We're going into section 9, and we're going to be talking about trade discounts. So we're talking about small businesses. So what is a trade discount? Well, it's the prices. Like if you were as a small business, and if you were buying things wholesale so that you can resell them and make a profit, right? And the retail, you'll go into these trade discounts. So you're talking about this retail businessman must often select items for sale in his store from a catalog, a wholesale catalog. And the list price in the catalog is suggested of retail price. And this retail can receive a trade discount, so which is a discount that you can get off from the whole price so that you can sell it. The price paid after the trade discount has been subtracted is the gross selling price. So you can actually find out and make a profit on the selling price. So you'll have a list price, you'll have a trade discount and what they're going to discount you in the catalog because you are coming in as a business to buy from them, and then the price that you will be having as your gross selling price. So when more than one discount applies to a purchase, the gross selling price is computed in a series of chain discounts. And you'll see these chain discounts. Well, let's talk about this model problem first. This is the trade discount. So this is how it goes. So Clark's Shoe Store received a 30% trade discount on a pair of shoes listed at $55. Find the gross selling price. I'll say, so you have the list price is of $55, and the percent of discount there is going to be 30% discount. Right here we have a pair of shoes at 30% discount. So the discount is going to be $16.50 discount. So you have the list price minus the $16.50 because you get 30% off. And now your gross selling price is going to be $38.50. The gross selling price, as you multiply this whole out to find the gross selling price. So basically, you have that list price, the price that you're going to list as a retail, and then you have the discount price. And so basically, your gross selling price would have been $38.50. So do you understand this? So basically, it's what they're selling. That list price is the catalog suggested retail price. That's the price that they suggest that you put down as for your sales. And then on to the 30% off that they're going to give you. They're going to give you a $6.50 discount. So now you have the list price here that you're listing and the discount. And so the gross selling price, which you are going to get back, is $38.50. So I hope you get that. It's just how you can make money on these discounts. But now let's talk about this chain discount. These are going to be on one of these are on your test. I know maybe a couple of them on your quizzes too. When more than one discount applies to a purchase, the gross selling price is computed in a series, one at a time, a chain. So first of all, the discounts are called maybe designed as a 25, 10, 2. That means 25% off. Then off that price, you get 10% off. And then off the next price, you get 2% off. Although the discounts must be found separately, the order the discounts are taken does not affect the final result. Well, let's see how to do these. Let's do the problem so you can see how to do these. So see if I'm coming in here good. So a bicycle lists at 180s with the discounts of 20%, 10%, and 5%. So let's figure out how we do these. Let's see if I can get these in. There we go. So find the cost after the 20%. So you have the 20% of 180. The bicycle list is at $180. So 20% times off of 180 is 36 equals 36, the amount of the first discount. So then you subtract the 180 from 36 and you get 144. So now you have the list price less one discount. So you have 104. Then you're going to take 10% of the 144 that you subtracted here. So you took off $36 and you got $144. Now the second discount is 10. So now you're going to say, what is 10% of 144? And that's $14.40. And so you're going to take 144 minus $14.40, and you're going to get $129. And that's price. So now you have the first and second discounts. You're going to pay $120 now. Now you're going to get another 5% off. So you take 5% of $129, and you got $6.48. And so then you're going to take $129 dollars that you're paying, and you're going to subtract the $6.48, and you're going to get $123. So this is going to be your gross selling price, $123.12. So after your discounts, a bicycle lists at $180 with those 3 discounts, and find the gross selling price. After you took all these discounts off, you're going to buy that bicycle for $123.12. So that's going over the trade discounts. So you'll have some of these with the chain discounts. And you'll say, well, let's say, do this chain discount. They're not hard to do. You just keep discounting it and discounting. And it says 25, 10, and 2. Those are percentages off. So now let's go on to the next, which is trade credit. So trade credit, what is that? So trade credit is actually is the most important means of short-term funds and allows a period of time, usually 30 days, for the buyer to pay. So it's when a buyer is giving you credit over a period of time to purchase something, this means that you have that much time to pay back the retail store. So basically, you're going to pay in how many days, 30 days, or how many days. So the buyer hopes to sell a large portion in return by 30 days. So they're giving you, so if you pay back your payment, you pay back your bill like at 10 days, they'll give you a discount. And you pay it back by 30 days, they might give you a discount, a lower discount, or not. But if you pay after the 30-day period, you will not get a discount at all. So it's kind of important that you know these things. Let's look at some of these terms here. So the trade credit may be the most important means of short-term funds. Trade credit allows a period of time, usually 30 days, for the buyer to pay for a purchased good. This means the retail owner may purchase goods at a wholesale price and then pay the bill within 30 days, okay? The buyer hopes that he will have sold a large portion of the goods at the retail and pay him before the 30 days. So these are the symbols. The 2 shows the percent of discount. So when you have these numbers, so you'll be getting these numbers here, the 2, 10, and they're going to say, what does this mean? 2 means you'll get 2% off that will be applied to your sales. If you pay it back in 10 days, you'll get 2% off. Now, the next is the N, basically saying the 2% discount is applied to payment within 10 days. The net due is in 30 days. So basically looking at this, let's look at this again. So you get 2% off if you pay it back in 10 days, and your net within 30. That means it's due in 30 days. Okay, let's look at this one. You get 2% off if it's paid in 10 days. You get 1% off discount if it's paid within 30 days. And then the net is due in 60 days. So that's what that means. 2%, 10 days, 1% in 30 days, and your net is due in 60 days. So that's just some terms. So let's look, going on to the credit period, let's see, the invoice. What is the invoice? An invoice is, it's pretty important that you know what an invoice is, because we all get them. An invoice is basically the itemized shipping bill that's listing these goods. They send you the invoice and what you owe. And EOW means end of the month. So you might have the sales terms 2, 10, if you see EOW, that means The customer has until the 10th of the next month to pay the bill to receive a cash of 2%. So EOM means end of the month, just so you know those terms. So if you have 2/10 end of the month, so you'll know that means the customer has until the 10th of next month to pay and still receive cash discount of 2%. So just to know, basically knowing those terms. So let's look at this model problem here. So you do the model problem, you kind of know what they're talking about better. So the Dressmart received a shipment with an invoice from World Manufacturing dated March 12th. The terms for $970.10 were 10, 210, and 30. Okay? To find the last date, we want to find when was the last date for the cash discount. If the bill was paid within the cash discount period, find the discount that they got. When is the last day to pay? Okay? Let's look at what they said. So to find the last date for the cash discount, add 10 days to the invoice. So because the 10-day period, so March 12th plus 10 days equal March 22nd. So we know in 10 days is March, and that's the last date for the cash discount, 10 days, period. So we saw, because it says you get 2% in 10 days right here, okay? So in 10 days is March 22nd. If you haven't paid your bill, you don't get that discount. So to find the discounted payment, find the amount of discount and subtract. So $976.10, you got 2% off. You'd get $19.22 off, or $19.52 off of your discount. So you subtract that, and now your discount would be, now what do you have to pay is $956 because you got $19 off because you paid it in 10 days. So to find the last date to pay your bill, it's 30 days. What was the date? March 12th. March 12th plus 30 days equals April 11th. And that's the last day you have to pay your bill before you get penalties, right? The last day to pay your bill right there, April. So in 30 days. So basically going back, you're looking at this 2% off in 10 days. If you got 2% off, you get $19.52 off. And then in 30 days, you have to pay your bill. And you just, what day is that? March 12th plus 30 days. And April 11th, your bill will be due there in April 11th. Okay? So I hope you got that. So that's trade credit. Let's go over the very last section here. Last section of your book too. And you're going, yay, we're done. This is pretty easy section too. This has to do with your storage. How much room? When a retail store owner purchases goods for resale in the store, he must have room to store the items that they are sold. And he must know how much storage space is available and how much he needs, right? And most items are packaged in rectangular boxes, so you can kind of find out how many boxes you need by taking the volume, which is length times width times height. So you can find how much your inventory room, how much room you need for your inventory to fit there in storage, right? If you're going to need storage, this package in storage. The storage space available and the amount of space required. And this is very important, and how much time these boxes are going to be in there, right? Estimated time. Now, when things are fragile items, they have to be stored differently. So you have to think of, if there's breakable items, they're not going to be able to be stackable. So we need to have full floor space. And then if your storage building, of course, you can have to say how much the storage building is going to cost and renting it out, or utilities and insurance and stock and all these things going to the cost of your storage. Make sure that you put that down as your liability costs on your storage. So the store's inventory, the goods are in the sales area and the goods are in the stock room. So you always have to keep an inventory of things, right? It's so important that you know what your inventory is. If someone orders something, do you have it on the shelves, or is it in the stock room, or do you have to order it? So it's important that you know the merchant must have detailed information on what he has available for sale so that he could sell these. Also to know when to reorder, because if you run out of orders, you have to reorder, or else it's going to take a lot of time, and they're not going to want to buy it if it's going to take a month to reorder something. This can be done right now on cash registers. So they're connected to computers, and as soon as you buy something, it takes off the inventory, and so you know that item is gone, and you'll know when to reorder. You'll know how many items are sold by the cash register computers, and you subtract from the inventory. This is very easy now with computers. But the minimum stock levels can be put into the computers, and when it will come up, you need to reorder this item, right? Perhaps you can do this weekly, our listing. Now you do not have to, but you used to have to go back and check the shelves and say, well, how many items do we have on the shelf? So inventory is important. So inventory, to find out, first of all, what you have for storage and what you have for inventory. So that it's very important as a business owner, that you know these things. So let's go over the problem. So we have the furniture store ordered 20 sofas in cartons that are 7 feet by 3.5 feet by 3 feet tall. The store's average cost is 4 cents a foot per month. So you can find the volume. First of all, you're going to need to find the volume of the storage plus the amount of floor space needed for the sofas to be stacked 2 deep due to their weight, and then because if they're too much weight, they can't be stacked more than 2, and the cost of storing the sofas. So to do this, to find the volume, volume equals length times width times height. You can do that, and you find the cubic feet you need for that. And so you're going to take, they're 7 foot long by 3.5 by 3, and you're going to multiply that out. And the number of cubic feet is 73.5 times 20 cartons. So you need this much, 1,470 cubic feet is needed. So, and then you're going to go on to the amount that area equals length times width. To find the amount of floor space, to find the area of 1 carton, the length times the width, multiply the answer, 1/2 the total number of cartons. So you have length times width, and you get an area of 24.5 square feet. This is the number of square feet you need for the set of cartons. Okay, so we have basically how tall. You have gone to the set of cartons, ordered 20 sofas in cartons that are this long, and so you know the area that you need. And then to find the cost, it's going to take this number, the cubic feet, times 4 cents each, and the cost for storage is going to be $58. Oops, let's put that down there. So the cost, we take this number, $58.50, the cost for storage. So that problem. So let's go into the last problem here. Okay, Anson Smeart's shop stocked 600 tiles and set the reorder point at 375. Given the weekly sales shown, find the end of the week they had to reorder and how many ties they need to reorder. Okay, that's a ties. You're selling ties, huh? So the sales 103 each week. How much you sell to find which week they must reorder and subtract. So you have 600 ties and you subtract 130 for the first week, you get 497. Then sales for the second week, and you subtract those and you get 425. Then sales for the third week, now you have 357 ties left. You're going to reorder after the third week, since 357 is less then 375. Okay, so telling you when you had to reorder. So going back, do you have to, the reorder point is in your equation at 375, so you know when you have to reorder. That's pretty easy. To find the number of ties to reorder, subtract the supply of ties at the time of order from the stocking. So we have a stocking level for ties is 600, and the ties that are left are 357. So how many are you going to have to reorder? You're going to have to reorder 243 more ties to make your stocking price, your stocking level of 600. So this is pretty easy. You're just going to look and see how much you sold, how much you sold, how much you sold, and then how many you have left. So how many do you need to reorder? Well, you need to keep it up to 600, so you need to subtract 357 left, and you need to reorder 243 ties. So, well, so that is the end. Then we're going to go on now to, you're finished with your book, but we're going to go on to the quizzes and the tests, and you'll be done for the year.